Come in. William, I've been expecting you. How are you doing on this fine day?
Do you realize what you've done, Ray? You can't expect me to downplay the fact that you killed an innocent man with his father standing right there.
I realize. And do you realize that you're my lawyer, and that if you don't support me on this, I'll find a way to make you my next victim?
Okay.
Hello?
Martin? Hi, this is Gene Edwards. Yeah. My son was killed by a man with a knife. Can you help me bring this man to justice?
Well, I'll try, ma'am.
Excuse me, what?
Well, I'm...
Never mind. Can you just help me, Martin?
Most definitely.
Thank you. Can you meet me at the diner on 109th at 7:30 tomorrow morning?
Yes, yeah. I'll see you soon then. Okay. Okay, see you.
It's nice to see you, Martin.
Glad I can be of some help to you, Gene.
My son fell victim to a man that should be found and killed.
Yes, I heard.
I can't live with myself knowing that he could still be out there doing the same thing to other guys.
I understand. Well, we can't be sure if that man, or woman for that matter, is even still out there. Mr. Edwards, did you happen to catch a glimpse of the murderer's facial features?
Well, no. But I did see what he was wearing. And his hair color. You know, things along those lines.
Okay, I'll talk to a private investigator about this. Maybe set up a meeting between you two. But it'll be hard to find this murderer if you just have a loose description.
I know. Just, please, I'm desperate.
No promises, but I'll try my best. And I think you chose the right person for the job, Mr. Edwards.
I hope so.
Have you seen the headline, Sean? This is absurd. What kind of person would do a thing like this?
I'll say, if this family doesn't press charges, I'll retire.
What family wouldn't press charges? This is quite possibly the biggest crime this small town has ever seen.
Point taken, William. Jeez. This might be my biggest case in 10 years if it gets taken to me. It's been so long.
I get it, Mr. Bell. I think I know a way to make it easier on you.
What is this? Some kind of bribe? You make me laugh sometimes, William. You know that?
Here's the deal, Mr. Bell. I cut you this 25 grand, and you helped me and my client win this case. I know he's done something really wrong, but deep down he's a good man. I don't want him to have to wait till parole.
William, you've been good to me all these years since college, so I'll cut you and Mr. Mathis a break just this once. Just this once, though, William. No matter how much money you put in my face.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Bell. You won't regret this.
Oh, I better not. Oh, William, make it 50,000.
You serious?
The hearing for Ray Mathis will now begin. Mr. Hutchinson, please give your opening remarks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let me just start by saying something to the jury. If you had the chance, as an attorney, to defend a man whose son had been brutally murdered, then you'd be generally excited, because you know that you would win that case. There should be any argument about whether or not that man sitting right there at the defense table committed this crime or not, as long as you have the evidence to prove it. And boy, do we have the evidence to prove it. Thank you.
Defense, your remarks.
Well, there's not much to say, but I will say this. I'm so confident in my client that he did not commit this crime that I will not speak out at all during this trial. Simple as that. Thank you.
He's a monster! He's a killer!
Order! I won't have any of this for my prosecution.
I'm sorry.
Are you done?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Jury finds the defendant, Ray Mathis, not guilty.
Can't believe this. This is insane. I'm really sorry about all of this, Mr. Edwards.
Please don't be. If the jury believes that he's innocent, then he must be.
No, juries can be wrong. You saw him commit the crime yourself.
It's not that important, Martin. But thanks. Anyways.
Gene, this is the most important case of my life. This man is a criminal, and you and I know it. Don't just blow it off like this.
Fine. But it's hopeless.
I can assure you, it's not.
You have no right to be up at the judge's podium, you corrupt old man!
Get off my property. I have a role in state government and I can have you all arrested.
And while you're at it, arrest that killer, who the devil gave the name Ray Mathis.
Gene, this is Martin. I think I might have a lead.
I don't know, Martin. I've tried everything, but Belle won't budge. I'm starting to lose hope again.
I know, but I think I have something in mind. Listen up. So, we start the trial by bringing up the most important matter in terms of a court trial, swearing upon the Bible. We'll mention the fact that Ray swore, but you know for a fact that he lied. Bring up the evidence, like the fact that we found hair follicles on the knife that were also found in Ray's house.
Totally. Do we mention that in the opening statement, or what?
No, we'll think of something for that later. But for now, let's think of more things to use against him.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Hutchinson.
My pleasure, sir.
Would anybody like to bring up some evidence?
Oh yes, I would. So, you see, at the last trial, you had me, my client, take an oath, and you had the defendant, his client, take an oath, and they swore upon the Bible. And I would like to accuse Mr. Ray Mathis of lying under oath. Our first piece of evidence is that we found a hair follicle that matched a hair follicle found in Mr. Mathis's home on the handle of the knife used to commit the murder. We also found fingerprints belonging to Mr. Mathis on the handle of the knife.
Last case, although a bit suspicious, was a clean and fair trial. I can assure you that my client is not a liar, as that would be an immoral thing to do, and I can assure you that my client is not an immoral person.
Would a moral person kill a man with his father watching?
Keep your opinions to yourself, please. Defense, carry on. I find the defendant Ray Mathis guilty, and he will serve a lifetime sentence at the Philadelphia Correctional Facility.
Come on, can we get some police in here?
I'm really sorry about all this, Hutch. I caused more trouble than I should have. I should never have given in to Mr. Cranston's bribe.
Oh, it's no trouble, Judge. The only important thing about this whole thing is that it was trained out civilly, I guess. I'm real sorry about your wig, Judge.
Don't be, I deserved it. I'm just glad that criminal's in jail.
As am I. As am I.
Congratulations for breaking my heart. Congratulations for tearing it all apart. Congratulations, you finally did succeed. Congratulations for leaving me in need. This morning I looked out my window and found that bluebird singing, but there was no one around. At night I lay alone in my bed with the image of you going around in my head. Congratulations for bringing me down. Congratulations, now I'm sorrow bound. Congratulations, you got a good deal. Congratulations.